What are my 60-day carnivore diet challenge results? The proof is in the pictures. Today we're talking about what I've lost on the carnivore diet in the first 60 days, and then I've got a challenge for you. So stay tuned for that and see if you want to participate. Wow, 60 days has gone really fast when I think about it. You know, you do your little struggles every single day to keep on this way of eating, but time just marches on, and I'm glad it's going quickly. So let's get into my results for the 60-day carnivore diet challenge. This week I lost another 0.6 pounds. Which brings my total for the month of August to 7.2 pounds in the last month or so, and my grand total to 20.3 pounds lost. But I have to say the results are really proven by the pictures that I've taken. But in the last 30 days, after taking my measurements from my chest and my waist and my hips, I have lost another 4 inches in the last 30 days, and the proof will be in the pictures. But I have lost a total of 10 inches off my body since I started taking the measurements. So let's take a look at some before pictures as compared to some pictures I took this morning. We'll start with the front-facing photo, and I have to laugh because one of the viewers, and I'm sorry I don't remember which viewer it was, commented on my shirt because it actually said Coca-Cola on it. Not something I really want to advertise. With the magic of Photoshop, I took the Coca-Cola off the t-shirt and got myself a carnivore t-shirt to start taking photos in. But here is the front-facing picture. So in this picture, I noticed that my shoulders are smaller. I notice my stomach is smaller, my chest is smaller, my hips are smaller. Everything is just a little bit smaller. My face is also less puffy, and so I'm pretty happy with the results on this front-facing photo, but I'm even more happy with the next one, which would be the side-facing photo. So in this photo, even though it's a different shirt, it is the same size shirt. I wanted to make sure I got the same size, but I noticed a couple of things. The shoulder on the shirt goes down farther, indicating that I've lost some weight probably in my arm and shoulder area. You can also visibly see that my stomach and my hips, my butt area is smaller. I don't see a lot of change from the side view of my thunder thighs, but I can tell the pants are looser because of the wrinkling that you see in the photo I took today. So I do feel body recompositioning is going on, even though the scale might not reflect it. The scale is probably my least reliable measurement for the changes that are happening in my body on this way of eating. So let's look at the back image. I feel like there's a lot of changes also reflected on this back image in the butt and hip area, in the waist area, and even around the chest area. I seem to be getting smaller. I don't know that I notice a whole lot of change in like my arms, but my upper back, you can see on the beginning photo, I had, you know, a lot of fat across my upper back there, and I see that that is going away. So I'm pretty happy with the results so far. Only being on this 2 months has really made some visible changes in my body. So even though I've only lost about 7 pounds or so in the last 30 days, the results are more visible on the inches lost and in the photos. So let me just make a list of the wins that I've had since I started the carnivore diet. My inflammation is down. My energy is way up. I sleep better. I have a watch that tracks my sleep patterns, and I am getting a couple of hours of deep sleep every night. It's easier to move around. It's easier to walk. It's easier to get dressed in the morning and do things like put on my socks. My attitude is better. I feel like mentally I am in a really good place right now. Instead of, that mental drag of having to think about your weight all the time and what are you going to do about it, I don't have that anymore. It's made me happier. It's made me more helpful. Just all around, it's made things a whole lot better for me just in the last 60 days. So I am overall very pleased with my results. And in regards to my total weight loss, 20.3 pounds, if I just continue to repeat what I'm doing, in 1 year's time, I will have lost 120 pounds. So I'm just going to keep going and keep trusting the process. And now I have a challenge for you if you are up for it. I've been reading about caffeine. I have been a coffee addict for many, many years, actually decades. And I was reading about what caffeine does to your body in regards to weight loss. There are some studies that show that caffeine, like in coffee, can slightly raise your metabolism to actually help a little bit with weight loss. But then there are some other studies that say that caffeine can raise your cortisol level. Cortisol is your stress hormone. And that stress hormone, we've talked before on this channel if you've been around about hormones govern our bodies. It tells our bodies what to do and when. So the stress hormone cortisol tells our body when we are under stress to hold on to energy. So it inhibits the release of the fat in your body for energy. And it can do that depending on the conditions that you're in. It can do that for up to 18 hours after you drink something like a cup of coffee. So it's worse if you are in a stressful situation. The cortisol hormone is actually what is our fight or flight mode that we go into when we're in a stressful situation. So if you combine coffee, for example, or a caffeinated drink with stress, then you are actually telling your body to hold on to as much energy as it can and not release it. Well, I normally have at least 2 large cups of caffeinated coffee every day. And Dan and I have been talking about trying to switch more to a decaf coffee, but now I'm thinking, you know what? Coffee is plant-based. I'm trying to remove plant-based things from my diet right now. It doesn't seem like it's really helping me that much. So why not try to stop caffeine? So when Dan and I get back from our weekend trip, which will be Tuesday, September 5th, will be the first day that I am going to be trying to go caffeine-free. I'm going to go caffeine-free for the next 30 days and see if it affects my weight loss or mood or energy or anything like that. So for the next 30 days, starting September 5th, no caffeine. So who is up for the challenge with me? Who wants to try no caffeine for 30 days? Hopefully you're not drinking it right now, but if you are, do you want to try it? Let me know down in the comments if you are going to join me on the challenge to stop caffeine for 30 days. And if it doesn't do anything for me, if I don't feel like it's affecting my weight loss or anything like that, I can always start drinking coffee again. Same with you. So who is willing to commit 30 days to this with me? Let me know. So this was just a quick update on my 60-day carnivore diet challenge. I hope you're going to be having a marvelous weekend. And remember to try and go out and make something good happen for someone else. See you in the middle of the week for the midweek update. Until then,